Arkham Asylum, I did my part by protecting this city from the criminally insane. But the world didn't understand my methods, so I worked in secret until one day when a cosmic being recognized my potential and gave me the chance to be something greater. Someone greater.
Now, I am Superman.
Previously on Arrow and Flash.
The world thinks that you're Oliver Queen and that I'm Barry Allen, and I would really like to know why.
So what's our next move? I'm going to Gotham City.
Who are you, and why are you helping us?
Kane. Kate Kane.
He calls himself the Monitor. He's been unleashing the Book of Destiny across the multiverse to test different Earths.
A crisis is imminent. Someone is coming. Someone far, far more powerful than myself. I mean to prepare.
He did it again. He rewrote reality.
What is good, YouTube? Warstu here with a video on the Flash crossover. So we've had the finale of the 3-part Elseworlds crossover, and I can officially confirm we've finally had a good crossover. This was epic compared to every other crossover we've had. The grand scale list was epic. The storyline itself was pretty simple, pretty basic, but it focused on Kara, who is Supergirl. It focused on the Green Arrow, who is obviously Oliver Queen. And it focused on Barry Allen being the Flash. The centric storyline was based around 3 TV shows, but their side characters and their TV shows didn't overwhelm the actual aim of the crossover. So it was such a fantastic crossover, and I've been so negative about all the other crossovers, the Crisis on Earth X, the Dominators. We've finally got a good crossover. So this is the final part, and the climactic scene was absolutely epic. No one's seen this coming until it was revealed on the 2nd episode that someone greater than the Monitor was coming. Everyone predicted Crisis on Infinite Earths, which is absolutely insane. So it's coming fall 2019. Now this is a really weird one because fall doesn't imply the end of the year. Fall implies when the shows come back, because we're in winter now. I would class it as winter. I don't know if it's different in America, but are they going to be teeing this massive Crisis event throughout all the other TV shows? Because the stinger that we had for it was also based around the Batwoman TV show, if it gets greenlit after the pilot's filmed in April. So it's a fantastic storyline where basically Barry Allen is killed. Well, he's not killed. He essentially sacrifices himself, and everyone think he's gone. He disappears into Speed Force. Well, he disappears for 20 years. Supergirl is sacrificed. But that's clearly not going to happen here, because it was set up in the storyline for this that someone is going to replace them, and that is going to set up some massive plot holes. Well, not plot holes, it's going to set up. So basically the Green Arrow made a deal to change destiny. So obviously Barry Allen, the Flash, Grant Gustin being the most successful TV show for CW, The Flash season 5. This crisis isn't supposed to happen until 2024. What I think's going on here is the fact that they're going to can some of the shows, potentially Arrow. That is why Arrow has replaced himself as the one who is going to die, because throughout the episode we are told that Kara and Barry will die, and that does follow the Crisis on Infinite Earth storyline. But Barry doesn't really die, he just vanishes, then comes back. So it's very fascinating, because we've always thought that Arrow was going to be axed after season 7, but this can't really take place because the crossovers generally happen halfway into the season. So if they're going to kill Barry Allen, but I don't think they're going to do that, they would have to do it halfway into the season. So if Green Arrow is killed during this Crisis on Infinite Earth, then what would happen on their TV show the following week? So maybe they're going to announce that Arrow does get confirmed for season 8. They just don't confirm how many episodes, and maybe this is how the Arrow show actually ends, with Stephen Amell's version of Green Arrow being the sacrifice, stopping Anti-Monitor, instead of it being Barry Allen. Because I can't see the Flash TV show, even though the ratings are really down this year on average, I can't see them stopping Flash after 6 seasons. Did anyone see this coming? No, because we thought this was going to come in. The Flash goes missing in the year 2024. Whether they're the same storyline, I'm pretty sure they are the same storyline. So let's get into this episode review. I wanted to talk about the end tag first. So it starts with a new reality. John Deegan has turned himself into an injustice god of monsters, I guess you could say, if you ever played Injustice 1 or 2. An evil version of Superman where he's created his own universe. And essentially he's turned Barry Allen and Stephen Amell, aka the Green Arrow, into the Trigger twins, and they are wanted by absolutely everyone. We have everyone counterpart changes. Killer Frost works for Evil Superman. Alex Danvers works for Evil Superman. Pretty fantastic storyline. So basically, the Monitor is testing Earth, and these champions are the only ones that made it this far. Now, it is pretty awesome. I really didn't see this coming. They've put Supergirl in the meta-thuman dampening room, because obviously this is Earth 1. Supergirl is from Earth 38, so throughout the storyline, he couldn't figure out anything about her, and essentially that is how they saved the day. The Trigger twins go to Vibe, get them to Vibe, to Earth 38, to the Fortress of Solitude, where the other Superman is, and essentially he's got to come to Earth 1, and it's a pretty cool scene. It's really cool seeing it, like, Black Superman versus the original Superman go against each other. So it's like a back and forth. They nick the Book of Destiny. They rewrite Destiny. That's how they get their superpowers back. That is how the Flash becomes the Flash again, and everyone changes. But then he takes the book back and tries to rewrite Destiny again because he didn't think big enough. So it really is an injustice-based storyline, and it's really cool to see a different version of Cisco Vibe yet again. But at the end of the day, it's the Green Arrow that saves the day. We get Lois Lane in this crossover just before they take out Evil Superman with John Jones. So finally John Jones was coming. Brainiac 5 was there, which was pretty awesome. I'm not sure what hammer it was from DC, but it allowed Lois Lane to smack it into the ground to temporarily take away Evil Superman's powers. So what happens is Barry Allen and Supergirl, they run around the Earth as fast as they can, and they were going to die until Green Arrow went to God, as the Monitor said he's God level, and he says, what do you suggest? So I'm suggesting what's happened here is the Green Arrow doesn't want Supergirl or Barry Allen, the Flash, to die, so he has given up his life. He wants to sacrifice himself in order to save the lives of the Flash and Supergirl, as I can't see either of them shows going. But the Arrow show is on its last legs. It's still the best TV show. It's so freaking awesome this season, but I can't see it going much longer. I hope it doesn't get cancelled, but it would make sense if the Arrow was to sacrifice himself in order to rewrite history, rewrite the destiny. But it's pretty cool that they are getting Anti-Monitor. Okay, yeah, guys, it's not being confirmed. They've not said Anti-Monitor's coming yet. But it's quite interesting that they've announced the crossover this early, coming this fall. That doesn't imply it's coming in the winter. Fall is when the TV shows come back, October-ish time. That's the fall. It's not the winter. So it's very interesting. So I'm seeing a lot of people coming around saying that Tyler Hoechlin's version of Superman is the GOAT. I don't really agree with that. I think what's happened is he's actually developing into a pretty good Superman. Now, there were some rumors that were debunked about a Superman TV show coming, and they do show you a storyline if that is the case. Lois Lane is pregnant and they want to go live on Argo together and have baby John, so maybe that could happen. Maybe that's a backdoor pilot, but like I said, it was reported, but realistically, are they going to get it greenlit? Probably not, because there's too many TV shows. CW want it to be a CW show, and unless one of the TV shows gets axed, it's not going to happen, because we've already got Batwoman. They're not going to add Superman to it, although it would be interesting to see baby Superman grow up in Argo and see Superman and Lois Lane develop their relationship with a young kind of super boy, I guess you could say. That would be cool. It's not been greenlit, so I hear people saying it's coming, but nothing is actually confirmed. Then we get an end sting right at the end with Batwoman saying, "Is your doctor gonna be a problem? He's made a friend." Which makes it seem like the Batwoman storyline, where it ends on the third part of the Elseworld crossover, is somehow going to tie into this major crossover next year. But there's so many questions this leaves us with. Is there going to be a time jump? Because in the newspaper article, it says 2024 and next year will be 2019. Like I said earlier, I presume it's got something to do with one of the shows is getting axed or something. It was cool to see one of the Legends tomorrow inside the episode. I don't really think the Legends need to be in it. That's why I said one of the biggest strengths is they didn't oversaturate this crossover with pointless characters. We had a bit of Felicity during obviously the Arrow part, we had a bit of Iris during the first part, and it wasn't oversaturated with any kind of filler material, so it was pretty solid in my opinion. So guys, let me know in the comments down below, what do you think's going on with this end tag? Why do you think they've revealed it so early? Do you think Oliver is going to trade his life for Barry and Kara's? I think that's most likely what's going on here, and we just got a really awesome trailer for the next episode of Flash, which I believe doesn't come back till mid-January, where we actually find Reverse Flash talking to Nora Allen, which is gonna be absolutely freaking insane where that storyline's going. But if it's got anything to do with the major crossover they're setting up, because like Nora's trying to stop Barry from disappearing in 2024, but is it the same? Because it's not really conjunctionally confirmed that it is the concurrent same storyline, but it's basically the same storyline, which is interesting. Really is interesting, guys. So please drop all your comments down below. I really love this crossover. Finally, DC has produced a awesome crossover. I would go as far to say this crossover was actually stronger than the Justice League movie. Well, that's a hard one to answer, guys, because we never actually got Zack Snyder's version of the Justice League. If we got the actual version of Justice League that we were supposed to got with Darkseid appearing and everything like that, maybe it wouldn't. But this was such a strong crossover. Pretty awesome. Do you think we're going to get a Superman TV series? I mean, I'd be up for it, but at the moment, I still see Henry Cavill as Superman. Anyway, guys, please like, subscribe, and comment. Please share the video. I'm really trying my best to push out these Flash Arrowverse videos because I love doing them. It's just really hard to cover Marvel and DC. If you did this kind of stuff, you would understand how hard it is to cover both sides of the field. Anyway, guys, so drop all your comments down below, all your crazy theories about what's going on with Flash, what's going on with Arrow. Hell, I might even start recording Supergirl videos again. I'm going to catch up over the break and see if it's worth watching again. Anyway, guys, best crossover ever in terms of DC, in my opinion. Anyway, guys, I will catch you in another video very soon. Catch ya later.